And joining us now with more, I'm here with Israeli journalist, author, and attorney Ben-Dror Yemini. Ben-Dror, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so first off, are the Likudniks right? Is this a political ploy on Gantz's part ahead of elections?
To a certain extent, everything is political. Mainly now, maybe, of course, these days, everything is political. Now, was it justified or not? I'm not sure about it. I mean, because, first of all, so many people, and I'm speaking about high-rank officials from the army and officers and so on, they are so much bothered from what happened in this story, in this submarine affair, that maybe this is a good solution in order just to understand, because many of us do not understand. I mean, we hear about a lot, we read a lot of titles, we read a lot of articles, but I'm not sure that, generally speaking, the public is aware to what really happened.
Well, but
so maybe, yes, maybe we need it. Maybe we need it, even if...
But there's my question, why would the Defense Ministry need to open up an investigation alongside the Attorney General?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question because it's part of the problem of what we are facing right now in Israel, because many people from both sides lost any trust in the general attorney. That's what's happening. I mean, many people do not believe him because he indicted Netanyahu. Many people don't believe him because he does not make any inquiry about the submarine affair. So we have a problem. We have to admit it.
Well, but again, I keep falling back to this idea of why the Defense Ministry? Why Gantz?
Because the Defense Ministry was responsible, actually, for the purchase.
Do you think Gantz feels some responsibility? I mean, this happened before he was,
I'm not going... If you want me to justify him, I'm not going to do it because I'm not his attorney. Not now, not in general. But I can understand the atmosphere among so many of his friends, of so many high-rank officers. I mean, they say, it cannot pass without an inquiry. That's what they are saying. I mean, and we know about the petition to the Supreme Court about why don't you order the Attorney General to begin an investigation, which somehow, without any real reason that we can understand, you do not open. Something which is stretched. Maybe, as some people say, there is a reason concerning concerning security. That's why we do not really open. I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no.
So on the other hand, though, and again, I'm playing off of what you brought up in terms of trust. If the public has mistrust for the Attorney General's office and for the general investigation process into this and other similar affairs, why would people necessarily have more trust in the Defense Ministry? Isn't there a conflict of interest there? Because again, they are political opponents to a degree.
No, you are right. You are right. The very fact that it's going to be investigated by a political kind of body that was nominated by a politician, it will not add any trust to the whole process. Yes, you are completely right. That's from one hand. From the other hand, many people want to know what really happened, and maybe an objective kind of inquiry will give some information that we really need in order to know. Because right now what we hear is both sides. People who hate Netanyahu and people who love Netanyahu, and we are facing a problem of mistrust to the whole system, to the whole legal system, which is the real problem right now of Israel. Will this kind of inquiry that was initiated by Gantz solve the problem? I'm not sure about, but maybe it will shade some light to the whole story, just maybe.
All right, Ben-Dror Yemini, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
I want to bring you back next time. We'll talk about your recent trip to Dubai. Congratulations.
I must say that it was just unbelievable, but we will leave it to another discussion.
We'll have to discuss that another time. Thank you again so much.
Thank you so much for having me.